Astralis didn't even manage to make the finals at Blast Pro Series Miami. Their biggest defeat was to MIBR, losing 16-2 against the struggling Brazilian side. So I'm going to take a look at exactly how did this happen. Was it Astralis misplaying as they did lose 3 games throughout this event, or is it MIBR doing something special? Well, straight out of the gate, I can tell you MIBR definitely had a solid game plan for this one, and that was to disrupt the very tactical Astralis as much as possible. And this involves a lot of aggression. So straight out of the gate from the pistol, we're going to see it here. Coldzera and Felps pushing in here, trying to get aggressive towards this tunnel. Fallen's also down here trying to fight this angle, and you can see it results in a 3v3, which if you're trying to set something up as the T side, can also make things quite difficult for you, or if you're MIBR, you're now trying to cover more of the map in a 3v3. Notice though, Fer gets a lot of information. Again, the aggression, Fer, someone you're going to expect it from, and he manages to win that fight. He gets all the information that they're going back towards A because he heard those footsteps pushing up. And you can see MIBR are going to continue to be aggressive, not waiting, trying to keep their man advantage. They want to play together, but notice that they do play this together. Fer's pushing up, and even though he loses this initial duel, look who's right behind him. It's Coldzera, who's going to find this kill. And again, they're just constantly applying this pressure. It's like Coldzera said, I got the bomb, I'm going to fall back and make sure I play this 2v1. They want to get in there, make things as difficult as possible from Astralis. And this whole pistol round, from the very beginning towards that dirty water, has been aggression and aggression and aggression from MIBR. Importantly though, besides that final push-up by Coldzera, everything they've done has been together. Those 3 players crunching towards that B side early on. Fer waiting for Coldzera to push back up those stairs. Fer also a little bit aggro in the beginning, but he used the information that there's a lot of players outside B to push up connector and get that early information. And you can see what this leaves as a 1v1, which obviously it becomes a lot of timing as to who finds who first. Both players with no armor, Taka with the kit, bomb's going to go down, and he's going to win the fight on towards Glaive. So that's the pace set already for this game, and we're going to see quite a lot more of that to come over the next few rounds. However, even after the pistol round win, the worst thing possible happens with the new loss bonus and how the new economy works is straight away MIBR are ecoed back, Glaive finding the kill onto Fer up towards long after it was already a 4v4. Device pushes up here nice and aggressive, and he's going to catch any of the rotating players coming back up from B. Notice again, 4 players alive, MIBR are playing 3 players towards B. That's something else to keep a lookout for as we continue looking at this. You can see at this point, Astralis are able to force in with the bomb plant and the loss bonus from the pistol round. And just like that, Coldzera's really got nothing left to do. So we end up moving along to the 3rd round at the scores 1-1. One more round ahead now. Round 3, you can see MIBR's economy in complete shambles. 3 players on pistols. The rest of these players in here trying to get aggressive with con or whatever. Double con setup. And again, we're going to find an early trade with some sort of aggression from MIBR, playing an aggressive up in towards connector, but it is going to be that 4v4. However, this is where things start to go in MIBR's favor, and Fallen finds some pretty lucky timing. I'm not going to lie, you can see how he just avoids Dupree coming in here, but also perfectly wraps around here behind Device. But with this information, I want you to notice Fallen's patience and also the rotations right now from MIBR. It's very calculated and they play this very well together. So as Fallen decides to execute Device, look at what MIBR have set themselves up with. He waits until Coldzera and Felps are quite close here to box these players in towards A. And in the meantime, Taco's pushed himself up here towards Con. So you can see there's no too much pressure from Fallen to try and get that AK. He wants to stay alive as much as possible. And look at how the team manages to set up. Taka is in here. There is no escape route for Astralis back down towards this B site. So they know that for a fact they can have all 3 players over towards here. Felps and Coldzera both head towards bank. A Molotov has been used to push them back. But notice how they're boxing in Astralis. It becomes very difficult for Astralis to get this bomb down safely with no information or no safety from here towards bank or towards this jump up area towards the back of the site. And it's also very hard for them to deal with Fallen. They have to kill him basically before they know they're safe to proceed. So Fallen finds the timing, and this fight here is also a huge one for him to win, because you can see once again, even with Felps going down, they very well boxed in Astralis and there's nowhere really for them to go. Coldzera finds that kill because you can see Dupree had to basically just take a risk that there was no one in that position. Very easy kill for Cold, and then he's also able to execute Zip, who was on low HP. So great timing by Fallen, very good rotations to enclose in on Astralis, and good patience by Taco, not giving him that opening back towards B, just sitting in connector, making sure his team knew exactly where the T-side members had to be. And the craziness is going to continue. Astralis with the bomb plan are able to pull together some sort of buy, and what do Astralis do? Well, they're known for nade stacks, and Felps is unfortunately going to find out firsthand. Jump spotting at the start of a round isn't always the best idea. Glaive's going to find fur over the smoke, and just like that, Astralis are going to win their second round. So we've had a lot of back and forth, and if you're smart, you'll know that's 2 rounds for Astralis. We're probably going to keep going back and forth, at least for the next round. And with the force back from MIBR, we're going to continue to see these little plays trying to catch Astralis off guard from the Brazilian side. Now, it probably doesn't come as much as a surprise to you. This is a nice boost overhead towards Monster. Doesn't result in much as they manage to just get away with the information. There's a couple of players in there towards the short water, but you can see both the times they're getting gimmicky and aggressive. I mean, these 2 rounds where they're coming back off basically a reset on Astralis. So you can understand why they're trying to get aggressive on these SMG rounds. Going to continue it with Fur. Again, as a team, flash over for him to try and get something done. Gets that kill. Spam back from Zip, however, is going to result in a 4v4. Again, though, they're taking these risks to MIBR. The boost towards the back of this bridge in a second is going to get the information that there's no one in short water now. No one spotted, the door's closed. So they're going to take this risk and gamble 3 players over here towards A. And with Fallen having smoked off the sandwich area, it delays Astralis for a little bit. And despite the fact he's about to go down, it gives these players time to raid in. Taco's here, Felps able to drop a smoke towards the front of the site. And with Taco winning that duel onto Device, Astralis make a very interesting decision to turn it around. Now with 20 seconds left on the clock, I would debate this one. They had utility up here towards the back dumpster. You can see Felps is actually in a smoke right now. Probably better from Taco's point of view. You can see the smoke towards there. They had mollied towards the bank area. They could have bullied their way in here and just used their gun advantage. They knew where Taco was. But they decided to turn around. And because of all this disruption from MIBR, there's only 20 seconds left on the clock. So I actually think this was maybe a little bit of a miscall considering the time from Astralis. But it's the decision they decided to go for. And when Coldzera's on the case and the CT rotations are so fast compared to the T rotations on this, well, they're fast for both, but in that particular scenario, you can see Coldzera's going to do Coldzera things, take these players out, and then Zip tries to plant the bomb. Felps is able to pop up. So with the time winding down again from Astralis with this continued aggression from MIBR, and you can see now it's 3v2 in their favour. They're going to hold the next gun round where they have the advantage. Then Astralis is going to be forced onto the eco. So we're going to actually find ourselves at 5-2. Now, despite the fact that we are at 5-2 and MIBR have all the guns they want, they have the AUGs, they have the AWP, they're still going to go for this more gambly style on this CT side, and it continues to pay off. Taco's going to get traded here, which does normally favour the T side, but even with these players out here towards Monster, Coldzera dropping his smoke there, notice they've got 4 players here. Fallen's also boosted towards sandbags, as well as that very strong Monster setup, leaving just Fur by himself over towards A, and again it's going to pay off. Magic's very aware of anyone maybe pushing up short, not going to happen, so he's going to think he's free to come out here and clear this. However, Fallen's waiting his AWP, he's going to hit the shot, and again, we're going to be in that 4v3 scenario. And I want you to notice the utility usage. Coldzera's used a smoke there, Taco's used a smoke there, Felps just re-smoked Monster as well, as they rotated to play this very 2-2 setup towards, or just in general with the 4-3-3 scenario. And look at this, the continued smokes towards Monster. They know they have a strong setup with 2 towards A. Normally you play 3 towards B seems to be the standard. So the fact that they're playing 2 and 2 in this man disadvantage is slightly favouring the A site, in my opinion. But Fallen is almost compensating this by using his utility towards B, knowing these nice smokes from the A site. And what this allows MIBR to do is really lock out Astralis, because they were planning to come back here towards B. Coldzera's still got a Molotov towards short, and just this utility usage is just so good from MIBR. Self-flash from Coldzera, and even with Zip finding Felps, he's almost able to lock this down by himself, because these players are all waiting for utility, players coming through a Monster smoke, and he gets the kills with 7 seconds left. So Astralis are really struggling this one. I love the fact that despite the fact MIBR gamble the player numbers towards A, they're putting the utility towards B to almost balance it out in this situation where they only have 4 players left alive. So I thought it was a very interesting round and a very well played one with the risks involved. With yet another eco from Astralis successfully dealt with, Astralis decided to take matters into their own hand. You can see they're going to rush B, and they basically decided, okay, the time's been running low on a few of these ones. We've been caught out by the time restriction. We're going to rush this B site and actually catch Taco here all alone. So 4 players towards A this time for MIBR. Again, a little bit of a gamble stack. Doesn't seem to have paid off. Astralis have picked the right site, forced Tycho back. And with this utility usage, he's really pushed out here. And he's just going to basically burn to his death. Now, Glaive has been out the back here, making sure no one's flanking. He's checked back towards T-spawn. You can see he just checked that short water area. And Astralis actually going to set themselves up quite well for this. You see they're going to keep recycling the utility towards short, so it becomes very difficult for MIBR to rotate through there. With that resmoke, there's going to be about 10 seconds left on the clock by the time MIBR can even come through that. They're going to flash, as you can see, for Glaive to check monster. And Fur is actually there, but the timing favors MIBR luckily. You can see Fur is about to peek this, but look at this timing. As this flash pops and Glaive peeks, he's able to just miss Fur. And this is going to be a huge factor. Something as small as this makes a huge difference into this round, because you can see how Astralis start to set up. They think, okay, short is smoked off. We just cleared monster with the bomb ticking relatively low, almost halfway through this bomb fuse. So we're going to concentrate most of our power towards heaven and towards this CT area where only actually Coldzera is coming through from. And that's how they're going to be set up from. But what's going to happen is Glaive is not aware of the fact that there could be someone from monster. They think they've just cleared it. So when he's just watching these smoke areas, watching all of this, he's going to lose this fight towards Fur. And this is a massive deal in the round. Just this one kill by Fur makes things so difficult for Astralis. Because you can see how Astralis is set up. Concentrating towards short. Device can help jiggle towards this area of the map. Magic's in a position very strong for dealing with anyone coming through that ABC area. Same with Zip, who's ready to swing and play with Magic in the pit. But with Monster down and Short potentially coming through, things become very difficult. And so when Coldzera can just peek and prod his way in here, knowing the timing, see Device is forced to peek away. He's going to find the timing there, and he's going to play quite patiently, wait for these players to peek him. And sometimes Coldzera just happens. Even if he doesn't get those kills, time might become a bit of an issue. You can see all of MIBR are flooded in here. And just those small little timings through Monster, a little bit of luck in their favor, big kill by Fur, and a good retake overall playing it together. Unlucky for Astralis in some rounds, but yeah, something as small as that, huge impact on the round as a whole. And MIBR are now up to 8-2. Now, undeterred by the fact that Astralis just found the hole in these stacks that MIBR have been throwing out, they're going to run basically the exact same one again. You see the setup they've got. Fallen's going to find this kill on towards Con. They've got Felps watching long. They've got 2 players watching this position in Felps and Fur, and Coldzera. Fallen not going to be deterred by the mist. Come back and find that kill. Obviously, Device has to try and clear this, make sure that AWP has fallen back. Spots Fallen. That's almost the perfect bait. Going to get traded by Coldzera despite finding the nice kill on towards Fur. So again, this gamble stack has put MIBR at a great advantage, 4v3, but also look at the utility and also the fact that Astralis have left the bomb behind. Obviously expect one of those A players to come back and pick that up on their way towards this B site. Not going to be the case because they're caught off again by this 4-man stack by MIBR. So continuing things to go in MIBR's favor, often Astralis finding their way towards the stacks and towards the positions that MIBR are trying to catch them off guard. And as this one continues on, you're going to see it's not going to be great for Astralis. They're going to find that kill there. And as we fast forward this one, they're basically just going to lock Astralis in. With the time winding down again, no utility on Astralis because they did force their way into this B bomb site. 2 players caught off early on. Tycho's going to get these kills. And again, it's looking quite easy for MIBR. So gamble stack once again paying off. 11-2 now. Already looks like an incredible half from MIBR. Felps, again, going to get aggressive in here towards short. They're continuing these little plays. MIBR, the kill in towards Con, again traded. But when you've got Coldzera on your team, this is something that hasn't been said so much in this video, but should definitely be pointed out, is that along with these stacks working for MIBR, look at Coldzera's score. He's 19 for 3. And even in an 11-2 scenario, it's still pretty difficult to do something like that. You can see Fallen 13 for 5, not too bad. Fur's only 12 for 8. So Coldzera definitely popping off, showing his star potential. And that was another factor in this round. Coldzera hitting those kills. We saw the 3k earlier on. A huge 3k there to shut down the entire Astralis attack pretty much. And yeah, you guessed it. This one's going as a 13-2 half. And with the CT half going your way like that, basically all you need is that T pistol. Astralis going to come with some aggression of their own. Very similar to MIBR actually. Some flashes over here towards the back of the B monster area. You can see Magic's going to get out here, clear this. Tarko's forced away. As you can see, he was sitting out there in the X-ray. And they're actually going to come back and get a kill on towards Astralis. And so at this point, I'm not sure if it was the plan from the beginning, but it's a good read considering the fact that there is this short water control from Astralis with as fast rotation as possible, is they end up selling a fake when they can't clear out this water area. You can see Felps is going to actually end up, as I fast forward this one, leaving the bomb with Coldzera, and it's going to result in quite a nice kill. So Felps is going to come up here, he's going to sell the execute back here towards the A site, which you can see prompts Magisk wanting to go for this fast aggressive flank, considering the pressures being applied towards the A site. Device gets gone towards Fur. There's that kill for Coldzera, and then Felps, he just continues on a tear here, finding both Glaive and Dupree. And it's at this point that it might be actually go back towards the A site, because you can see Felps has pushed all the way in here. He thinks he's got all the rotations. Big thing here, Coldzera has his gun out, Device doesn't, and just like that, the 3v5 in Astralis' favour has become a 3v1. Magisk pushing through the door, Coldzera waiting for him very patiently, and the fake is sold successfully. Zip gets in here towards the A site, but even for Zip, he can't even get one kill, and 14-2, that's going to be pretty much the game over with. But that is the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, because next time a big tournament comes around, I'm probably going to do a subscriber-based HLTV fantasy leagues. That's pretty cool. I'm going to post it on my Twitter. So make sure to follow me there. And of course, I'll catch you all in the next one.